We're on left.
From her father's house.
From her father's house. When does she leave her father's house? When the father dies, or when she's 12 and a half.
He's married.
So we have a beautiful. We're on Daf Yud Zayin or Tet Zayin Amud Bet.
Yud Zayin?
Tet Zayin Amud Bet. Sorry, I want to scare you a little bit. Okay, maybe we're we're metiv. Okay, more, Avi, turn the page before. Go back. I didn't write that. You see the two dots? Omer Reish Lakish.
אמה העברייה קונה את עצמה במיטת האב מרשות אדון מקל וחומר.
What did he say? No, we're not going to go to the Kal V'chomer today. But what was his law?
קונה את עצמה במיטת האב. If the father dies,
From where?
from slavery.
Doesn't say that in the Mishnah.
Doesn't say that in the Mishnah.
Right, that's the whole.
קונה את עצמה from who?
Go to your Dalit.
Wait, right?
Right there, read that a bit. Top of the page. Read it.
עבד עברי נקנה כסף ומשטר וקונה עצמו בשנים ויובל בגירעון כסף יתרה עליו אמה עברייה שקונה את עצמה
Simanim. Period. Comes Reish Lakish says, no, you didn't read the Mishnah right. There's one more. The father
one more or the simanim and he adds.
He adds. Reish Lakish can't add on the Mishnah. Who are you to add on the Mishnah? You're an Amorah. Amorah can't add on the Mishnah.
But you said
Slow down.
how from the first Mishnah, 3 ways. It says 3 ways, only 3 ways. When over here,
What does it say in the Mishnah first? Before we get to any questions and answers, what does it say in the Mishnah?
the Hebrew share went off, you want again? The Hebrews no numbers, one through money and through a document. And he acquires it through the completion of systems. All under your value. And through the deduction of money, paying his purchase price back to his master, minus the salary, equivalent to the year's proration. The Hebrew mason has an advantage over you.
What's the advantage?
Let's see now.
simanim.
Simanim. Comes the Gemara and says, Reish Lakish, you're wrong. Why are you wrong, Reish Lakish? Because you have to either bring a proof from a Tana, or you're wrong. Because the Mishnah says emphatically, nothing of the sort. It says, what does a girl go out with? With Yovel, yes. With Shanim, yes. And with what? Simanim. Comes the Gemara and says, wrong. The Mishnah could leave things out. Tana v'shir. Oh, but listen to the Gemara. This is all review. Tana v'shir comes the Gemara and says Tana v'shir. Oh.
He listed it. He doesn't have to list everything.
But if it's just missing one thing, that's not good.
Missing more than
That's what I have. So we don't have more than one. And the Gemara says, no, it's giving you a list of things which have a kitzvah. What is a kitzvah? Which are sure to happen, which have a time span. 7 years happens every 7 years. Yovel every 50 years. Kitzvah?
Right.
Yes, we can add on. We have, but not kitzvah. Death is not kitzvah. Who knows if he's going to die, and who knows when he's going to die? Gemara says, last line of the Gemara. Omer of Safra.
Okay, where are you taking me now?
Ted Zayin Amud Aleph, last page, line. Omer of Safra.
אין להם קצבה למעלה, אבל יש להם קצבה למטה.
What are we talking about? Simanim don't have a kitzvah. Also, who knows when she's going to have kitzvah? You tell me. Look at Rashi before you make fool of yourself. On the bottom of the page.
למעלה, הם דמייטה לאחר המבנים השניים, סימני
If she arrives to above 13 years old, the simanim could go above 13. At 13 years old, she's still not she hasn't been matured.
over the age.
Over the age. But lamata, it doesn't work. If a lady brings down simanim at 9 years old, no, not simanim. Mole, a mole. So simanim. Here, we'll ask you a question, geometric question from Euclid.
From what?
From Euclidean geometry. And you were in Manchester? Liverpool. Oh, that's why. They're too busy listening to Paul, George, Ringo, and who's the last one? Paul, George, Ringo, and John.
The Beatles.
Good Mr. Giddy said you were killing Penny Lane. You went on Penny Lane. I was by Strawberry Fields.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's not Strawberry Field. It's old age. It's not old age. It's a house.
So in Central Park, they have a part of, in Central Park they have a whole part of the park called Strawberry Fields.
No, in Central Park.
I was not. Okay, back to our Nikuda. Back to our Nikuda. Can we go on? Now comes the Gemara and tells us that what? Simanim also have no kitzvah. No, the Gemara says it has kitzvah. If it's under 9, it's nothing. If it's 9 to 12, you could use it maybe later on. That is the Braita. Let's see. Aval yesh lahem kitzvah lamata. Oh, the Tanan that we learn in the Braita, I don't want to read it in the Braita. Ben tisha shanim, shevi shtei sarot, shuma, the shuma. Ben tet shanim, v'yom echad, ad ben yud bet shana, v'yom echad, v'odan bo, shuma. Rabbi Yossi bar Yehuda omer, simah. So you see that even if he bought it at 9 years old, it's still, but still, you have to go through. Yeah, it makes no difference. Both. That was the question somebody asked. It could be both. We're talking about the siman that if it stays on or not. Look at Rashi.
Wait.
Rashi, I understand your question.
Under 13. You can come with Simanim and go home? No. No, so what for boys?
Avi, how long are you missing class? What's the simanim? Puberty. We like that word, puberty. He reached puberty at 9 years old. Is he gadol? Now, if he kept that here till 13, at 13 is he gadol?
No. He needs to have that.
He has to have both, double ingredients. Got it? So by having hair by 12 years old, he's still a katan. Having no hair at 13, he's also still a katan. But what do we have that you better know, Mauricio? When you have a boy who's 12 years or 13 years old, can you call him a Torah? Chazakah of Rava. Chazakah of Rava says, at 13 you have a chazakah, he's a gadol. We use that chazakah for what? For things which are Rabbanan. If it's not Rabbanan, for example, we said the case the Gemara actually brings down is the case of what? Doctor? Chalitza and Yibum. Oh, what do we have to do? It's the Raita. Can he do Chalitza? He's 13. But he has a high-pitched voice like Mauricio, little girl. What do we do? We pull down his pants. He doesn't have a beard. The first thing, right? The first thing that comes out is pubic and underarm hair.
I see here, like even they have a beard at 18, they're still.
So, they're still katan. So you need both issues. So for the Rabbanan, to give them aliyah, you give aliyah. To give aliyah, you give aliyah. To do yibum and chalitza, you can't do it. Take down their pants. What's another thing that you might have to take down his pants on a weekly basis? Kiddush on Shabbat. Because Kiddush on Shabbat could be the Oraita. As the Pasuk says in the Ten Commandments. In the Ten Commandments, what is right? It's too far for you?
I don't know which one you
Number 5. Number 4. Okay, Zachor. How do you know it says Zachor? Maybe Shamor. So a question. Which one's written? So the artists all write Zachor. Are they right? Look. But that says Zachor and Yom Shabbat. Remember Shabbat to make Kiddush.
What has to do with
Now, you go away to China. You know, China, they have a show today, this week. We're going. Now, you leave your son, 13 years old. Can you say Kiddush? So if your son has a deep voice, if your son has facial hair, no problem, let him say. If he doesn't, and your wife tells him, "Yeah, take down your pants," he's not going to be so happy with your wife. Okay.
The boy that's 13 and without hair, is he allowed to do Kiddushin?
Mr. Gindi, what do you think?
No.
So what are you asking the question? Right?
Who checks? The girl?
When she checks, it's too late. Okay. Top of the page now. The Tanya, Ben Tisha Shanim Shehevi Shtei Sarot. Shuma, a child, be it a boy or a girl, who brings 2 sarot at 9 years old. Top of the page, top one. You can't lose.
Asterisk.
Right? Shehevi Shtei Sarot. Shuma, we really should have done this. Mi ben tet shanim v'yom echad. Ad ben yud bet shana v'yom echad. V'odan ba. Shuma. Rabbi Yossi Bar Yehuda says no. Omar Siman. Ben yud gimel shana v'yom echad. Davar hakol siman. So the Gemara goes on and says if he had hair which grew from before he was 13 and it stayed till he was 13, we're going to say that is a good siman. It doesn't have to grow after 13. It could grow before 13. But this whole point is what? That there is what? There is simanim at a certain date. Right. Right, there's man. At the end, there's no time. Kitzvah. Now we went and we gave you, we were going to give you a question from Euclid. We got, we have a concept in Euclidean geometry. The concept of a line and the concept of array. If you remember your array. Mr. Gindi, one has a starting point, one has no starting point. They both go on for eternity. Which one's longer? You'll think about that for a few minutes.
The line of the ray?
Right. One has a starting point.
Both infinite.
So let's go further. It's not the answer is not as easy as you think it is, Mr. Gindi. If it was so easy,
I didn't even understand the
I got to get Archimedes to answer that.
Mr. Gindi Archimedes didn't know because he thought like you thought. You have to ask Einstein and he'll tell you. But we're not going to go there. Yud bet shana v'yom echad v'odan bo shuma. I'm sorry. Metiv Rav Sheshet. Rav Sheshet says, I still have a question. You answered the question on Rish Lakish. Again, more Avi. Rish Lakish had a statement. The father dies, she goes free. It's not listed in the Mishnah. He says not everything is listed in the Mishnah. Something which is listed in the Mishnah has to be what? Has to have a set time. This doesn't have a set time. Therefore, the Mishnah leaves it out. Gemara is happy, but all of a sudden, Reb Sheshet is not happy. Reb Sheshet's not happy. Metiv Reb Sheshet. Reb Sheshet says, Reb Shimon Omer Dalid Manikim Lahem. Gimel Be'ish, the Gimel Be'isha. Now this is the Venn drawing. Now what happens? You have 4 different ways. Right. 4 different ways that a girl goes out and a man goes out. One is different. The girl goes out with what?
Simanim.
Simanim. And the man goes out with?
No. The extra one is talking. The extra one.
The death of the father. No, that's the extra one.
No, I wasn't here.
You know it's Yovel and you know it's Sheshanim. Everybody knows that. Even the Greek.
Mr. Gindi, we want to know what is the extra one he has over the Isha. We don't want to know what they do. The extra way he goes out from the Isha. More than the Amayivriya. The Amayivriya goes out with Yovel. The Amayivriya goes with Shul. Where is the other one?
Reduction in money. Reduction in difference. You know what
Omavriya doesn't go out. Reduction of money.
She also goes out.
Also goes out.
So let's read the Gemara.
Wait, so what's the extra
I'll
one?
tell you. Read the Gemara. Read it. Yeah. Go on.
The man.
Can we? No. That's okay. Let's read.
Oh, the death of the master.
Let's go. Can we read it? No. Let's read.
Because the father has jurisdiction of the daughter. That's why you have to.
Let's read.
It sounds like you're right.
It sounds like.
He didn't say. He didn't tell it to you though.
No, he didn't say clearly.
Clearly.
Go on.
So I'm in there with you.
Can we continue? Let me read.
Okay. מטיב רב ששת, רבי שמעון אומר ד' מעניקים להם, ג' באיש וג' באישה. ואתה יכול לומר ד' באחד, לפי שאין סימנים באיש, ואין רציעה באישה. סימנים באיש אין, ורציעה באישה אין.
What does רציעה באיש mean?
רציעה באיש
Whole year.
What does that mean?
everything's done.
He goes out with rציעה be'ir. We're talking about ways. We want to know ways he goes out. We're not talking about how the ways he stays.
How is it be'ir or be'ish a way to go out? That's the question.
Gimel be'ish וגimel באישה.
Go on.
נקנה ברציעה.
Read it. You reading?
Again. Can we read the Gemara? The Gemara goes on and says, I'm going to start from the beginning. The Tanya. Benti Shashanim. Oh, no, Meti, I'm sorry. Meti Rav Sheshet. Rav Sheshet asked the question. On this point of Reish Lakish. Reish Lakish, you said the woman goes out with the death of her father. What connection does the death of her father have to do with her slavery? No such statement. And I'll bring you a Mishnah which says completely clearly that she doesn't. Netiv Rav Sheshet, Rav Shimon Omer Dalid, Manikim Lahem. There are 4 people which get severance pay. Right? Gimel Beish.
But he doesn't say how much.
That's it. We don't know how much. Gimel Beish. How many?
How much?
Who cares? $2. Give him a 50-cent tip.
And 3 involving a woman.
Gimel Beish, Gimel Beisha.
Next.
And one, which is exclusive to the what? Gimel Beish, Gimel Beisha. V'yata Yachol Omar Dalet Be'echad. And there's no 4 for anyone. Only 3.
Right, because the Na'ara does not apply to
The
the
Fisha
man.
and Simanim Beish. The and Ritziah Beisha.
Right.
So Ritziah Beisha.
She sold the slave at 9 years old.
Yes.
The father died when she's 10 years old.
Yes. According to Reish
I
Lakish.
thought he was paying 5,000 for till 12.
Till death. Till death, then we part.
Same with the marriage.
Same way the marriage.
So 12 or less.
Right.
Yeah.
Comes Reish Lakish and makes that statement. The Gemara says, 4 have what? Have severance pay. And what is one of them, which is different between a girl and a man? And what is and Ritziah? What's
So
Ritziah?
now what about Mikata?
So after Ritziah, he goes out at Yovel. And now that he goes out at Yovel, even though it was a different type of slavery, go back. When the man was a slave and sold, he goes out with 7 years. He goes out with Yovel. Now at that time, he gets severance pay. But now, after 7 years, he bored his ear. And he wants to say, who says he gets severance pay? You wanted to stay, I didn't tell you, I didn't buy you. Now you want severance pay? You come and you force yourself upon me. And you want severance pay? Here, Mauricio, Tishma, you work for what? For Shehevar? For Rainbow? After you're 99 years old, they'll tell you, you know what? You're 99 years old, what are we going to do? Don't come to work tomorrow. 99 years old, enough. We don't want centenarians coming in. But we're going to give you every week, every month. Good? Severance pay. So when you have a slave, what's the deal? After he goes free, you give him severance. You don't let him walk out. Now, the G...
Did he also?
Mauricio, read the Gemara. Metiv Rav Sheshet.
Rabbi Shimon says, we bestow 7 gifts upon 4 categories of departing a servant. 3 of these involve men and 3 involve women.
Stop. That's all I want you to know. Involves women. One is over. The woman has one over the man, and the man has one over the woman.
But the severance is not. It's for both.
Again,
They're not the same.
there's a difference in what? In severance pay. When the woman gets simanim, she has severance pay. Why? Because she's leaving. When a man has his ear bored, pierced, he also has severance pay. That is the difference between the man and the woman. Now, from this Braita, we have another learning. It says, if she would go out with the death of the father, also give her severance pay when she goes out with the death of the father. The Braita does not say she has severance pay with the death of the father. Ergo, Rabbi Shimon is wrong. Reb Shimon, who's coming in Reish Lakish. What's his name, Reb Shimon? So when Reb Shimon, Mr. Gindi, can we go on and say now that when the father dies, she'll go free? The Braita says, not true. So we originally said the Mishnah said, the Mishnah we says, Ein bo kitzvah. Here we say again, and here is there kitzvah? Because after the death of the master, maybe there's a different case. So let's read what it says.
That's why they bring this baraita
Right.
to show that
Another question on Reish Lakish.
Just once it talks about numbers, it says 4 or 3.
That's the simple answer.
You didn't miss the other one.
Right. That's exactly the answer. Metiv. So again, the doctor comes before we read the Gemara again. Let's explain. When I have a Mishnah or a Braita, which gives you a list, the list could be Shayer V'Taneh. Go and add. You can add. The list is not inclusive. It's not complete. But if you have a number, then you're stuck. As we said yesterday, you can open up the first Mishnah in the Perek. Haisha nitnit shalosh drachim. Comes Rav Huna. She acquires herself from chuppah. We tell Rav Huna, go home. He says chalipin, go home. Because when it says the number, it's just that amount. Here in the Mishnah, what does it say? Number, it says 4. So therefore, what?
Is that
Nothing to do with Chok Avor. Nothing to do with Chok Avor. When Rabbi Yehuda wrote the Mishnah, he had a system. One of the systems was when he writes a number, don't add. Please don't add to what I said. If I make a list, you can add. That's the system of Rabbi Yehuda Nasi.
But they have more than one.
And if I make a list, you must add maybe more than one. Don't just add one.
Right, not just one.
Not just one. Wow.
Now, Avi made a statement. And if you open up the Quran, Noah had 4 sons. And if I'm not mistaken, the name of the 4th son was Maya. Maya. Where did we get ours? They got from theirs. They have their source, we have our source. Those sons went on the Teva. Maya died in the Mabul. That's why it was called Maya.
He didn't make the boat.
Okay, he didn't make the boat. Just like that. So you're right. From the Torah, you only have Shalosh.
But let me ask you something. Then he slept with his daughters. Isn't that his kids also? Can he sleep with his daughters? No?
Where are you coming from? You change stories?
No, that's not Noah. That was Lot. Lot.
In the next parasha.
Noah
When it says Shosha, he had 3 kids before the Mabul and after the Mabul. No other kids.
he didn't have
It says Shosha.
Because what?
Torah says Shosha.
That's it.
What did Cham do to him? What did Cham do? Walking. Who said?
See, that's what
You don't know. Open up the Torah and see what it says.
It says Ham did it?
Rashi says.
Rashi, you'll see what it says. Read the Gemara, the Pasuk.
No, he didn't say. He said he circumcised. Other opinions say he.
Okay. So, bottom line is, let's go back.
Either one's better.
So, bottom line is, why did he do it? Because he didn't want him to have any other children. Now, back to our Nikuda. Can we go on?
The question is, say Shem was not the oldest.
Right.
Yes. How do you know?
We don't know.
Just tradition.
Right.
Yefet was older.
I was looking how they, I know what she says, but how do we know that it says twice Shem Ham Yefet? It said one time Yefet Ham but how do they know that he was
Parashat class on Sunday was in the Gemara.
Mr. Giddy, look, he's the one who always wants to touch that.
Why didn't they put
for him it's always good.
I'm the oldest over here. Everything's different.
put him in the beginning? But you put Shem as the older one. Okay, at least put Yefet second. Why'd you put him third?
Metiv Reb Sheshet. Reb Shimon Omer. Dalid Manikim Lahem. Gimel Beish. V'Gimel Beisha. ואתה יכול לומר ד' באחד, לפי שאין סימנים באיש, ואין יציאה באישה, ואם איתה נתנינמי מיתת אב, and if there's another one add on מיתת האב, why does it only tell me to וכי תמה? הכנה מתני ושיר, and if you're going to come and answer תנה ושיר, והארבע כתני. Don't you know the style of Rabbi Huda, that if he gives you a number, he doesn't want you to add. וכי תמה תנה דבר שיש לו קצבה. Or maybe he's telling you a system. Which are he's listing only the that has kitzvah, kitani. The davar she'en lo kitzvah is not in the list. Lo kitani. Simanim the en lo kitzvah. And if you're going to go bring me the simanim and en lo kitzvah, just like we said in the last page, the kitani, the kitema achlami k'derav safra. We're going with the shita safra, which we just said on the bottom of the page. That,
lower.
Right. They have lower. Va'ika mitat adon. They ain't have kitzvah, but it has mitat adon, which doesn't have kitzvah. V'ktani mitat adon nami lo ktani. El arba ma'inihu shnai shanim v'yovel shel yitziah ve'amah ivriya. Comes the Gemara and says the Mishnah, this Braita does not talk about mitat adon, because if it talks about mitat adon, it would be that you would not be able to use the term kitzvah. Oh, so what is the four things of the Mishnah? The four things of the Mishnah, read it, Avi. My nihu arba, ve'el arba, my nihu. So they're mentioning two yovels. They're taking out mitata adon. And what are they putting in? Same, it's Yovel, who cares?
Said Yovel already.
Yeah, why does it tell me two?
Right, Yovel is Yovel. You might think that he doesn't go free because he chose...
No.
No?
You may think to say that he doesn't get gifts. We know he's going to go free by Yovel. But there's a difference between the Yovel of a regular case and the Yovel of a Ritziyah. Let's go back and understand. He is being sold as a slave by Bedin. Now, they sell him under condition that he goes out Shanim, with Mitah, and with Yovel. Meaning what? That if Yovel falls in the period before Saturday, he goes free. But maybe the Yovel of Ritziyah is different. Why? Because he realizes that he enjoys staying with the Adon. So maybe now that he's not sold,
Don't get the go Hanukkah.
he doesn't have Hanakah.
Again.
Hanakah means that he was sold. He's getting severance. You want to be
So
here.
they want to count it different?
They count it different. Big Kiddush.
But it's the same Yovel.
Same Yovel.
If you let him go, you let him
It's a
go.
term.
Give him
Bill
the
said
gift.
it's a term. No?
You're letting him go. We know you're letting him go.
Right, once you let him go, the gifts kick in.
Maybe not. Maybe when you sold him, they kick in. But if he's there as a leech, he's a leech. He's staying here. I'm not leaving.
Forfeits it. Maybe he
Maybe
forfeits
forfeits
it.
it.
But if you look at the purpose of giving the gifts, you can't make that
So
argument.
comes Yosef and says, what is the purpose of giving the gifts? Don't tell this to the black people. The purpose is that what? They'll go out from slavery with what? Something to start.
life
You leave prison, they give you $10. Go to McDonald's and buy yourself a hamburger. But we're going to give you a severance pay for what reason? So the blacks today want severance pay. For what? You're already working. You're not slaves for the past 150 years. Lower down, yeah. So according to Joe, there's no reason to give severance pay to the blacks. So don't try to run from me.
No, he said give it. He said give it.
Opposite, I'm saying everyone
said
gets
give
the
it.
severance pay.
No. After what?
When they,
Why? What's the svara?
Huh?
What's the reason?
To get the fresh start.
Yeah, but it's
Not
150 years
200
later.
No, not 200 years.
But they want now.
Too late.
Too late.
They want to be victims.
I think Joe was saying, quite let me say it right. I think Joe was saying that the is retroactive onto the freedom, and he's not getting it. He's getting it.
No, he gets it when he sets them free.
Okay.
So that he
So
can
it's not-
go start a
so it's
business,
not-
buy or whatever.
No connection to the
No.
So let's go back.
So Rabbi, going back to where we
Yeah.
started, just could you put it all in perspective from Ubishtar? We started Ubishtar, Menalan, right?
Right.
And then how did we get into this whole thing about Kitzvah, no Kitzvah? How does it all connect?
We started with Mamon, Kesef.
Right,
We came in with Star.
right.
And then we came in and discussed Rish Lakish comes and says, we have another way of freedom.
Death
The
of
whole
God.
Nikuda is
Death of the father.
Rish Lakish. Rish Lakish says, add into the Mishnah, not only Kesef,
Right, death of the father.
that's the father also.
Right.
Comes the Gemara and says, how does he go and say get that's the father? We have a Mishnah.
Right.
The Mishnah, he says, doesn't have a number.
Doesn't have a number.
So the
You can
Gemara
add
goes
it.
on and
But
says,
then you have to add two.
you have to add two. The Gemara goes on and goes back and
What's the
says,
second one? He
Davash
adds
Kitzvah.
death of the master.
No, it doesn't add.
He doesn't add
So he
another
says, no,
one.
the list of the Mishnah is only Kitzvah.
Uh-huh.
Comes the Gemara and says, oh, we have a Mishnah which has a number. It says 4, get Hanakah, it doesn't mention it. And 4 you don't add. And that's what we're holding now.
Uh-huh. So what does Rish Lakish answer?
Rish
to that?
Lakish, he says, even this has Kitzvah. The Gemara says it doesn't have Kitzvah. One of the numbers is the death of the master. The Gemara, Rish Lakish says, no. It doesn't mention death because death is not Kitzvah. It mentions 2 different Yovels. The Yovel of the within the 7 years. That's what we're holding right now. Good. We gave you the whole Gemara in 3 minutes.
3 minutes, already 30 seconds.
No, I mean just now. 3
Could you
minutes.
clarify one thing for me on the question of the guy, the Eved, Hafid and got Etziah. Is he forfeiting the Hanakah or not?
Mr. Gindi,
Did we get to that? Did we answer that?
did we read the Gemara? The Gemara goes on and says, we just read the Gemara, that when it comes to the 4 ways an Eved gets Hanakah, what are they? Can we read them again?
Yeah.
We read the 4 ways.
Yovel, Etziah, and you have Sheshanim.
My Nihu, the beginning of the line. My Nihu, what are the 4 ways you go out? Shanim, first. 7 years, you get Hanakah. For Yovel. And if you have Yovel within the 7 years, for Yovel shel Ritziah. And Amavriyah b'simani. Hachana mistabra.
2.5, 6 years for the Amavriyah too.
Has a Shanim.
Which one is missing?
Separate, just like you did for Yovel. It's separate.
Which one is missing from the one that we have?
The Yovel is not separate. What did you say? Read it. You read it. I don't know what you're
One for
reading.
the.
Rabbi, which one
Yes, you
is
do. You
missing?
just don't
Read,
read.
no, I know exactly. You're not reading good.
I'm not reading it at all.
Read
I'm
it.
thinking about it.
Read it.
He's still not forfeiting the Hanakah.
Where?
My Nihu.
My Nihu. Shanim. Shnaim or Shanim?
Shanim.
Yovel. Yovel shel Ritziah.
Top
Amavriyah, that's 4.
The Amavriyah b'simanim. What is the addition of the Amavriyah?
I'm talking about the Shanim. You should add the Shanim
Simanim.
twice.
She has.
Yovel.
She has Shanim.
I know. Should be Shanim shel regular Eved Ivri, Shanim shel Amavriyah, Yovel shel Ritziah, and Yovel shel the regular guy. It should be an extra one. That's what I'm saying. So you got 5.
Again, listen to what we just said. Why is Yovel
Count it twice.
after Shanim counted twice?
One for the Ritziah.
Why do we count it twice? Because
might think
after
that without the Ritziah,
Ritziah,
he
there's
doesn't
a
get the
Sparat that
You
said
might
there's
think
no
he not get it.
Hanakah. Why? Because, again, listen, she doesn't have Ritziah.
No.
Listen.
There's
There's no.
6 years.
Listen. She was sold. When a slave is bought and sold, there's a concept of Hanakah. Maybe when there is no selling,
Hanakah is
that's our problem. Our problem is discussing Hanakah. Okay.
So Rabbi, in these 4 categories,
Yes.
he took the one they get on Kesef, the most important one is not even included. That's the one listed in the Mishnah.
Let's read it again. Now we'll add everything in together. My Nihu. Read it off. Okay, Avi's out.
מה יהיו? שנים, יובל של רציעה, והמה עברייה בסימנים.
That are 4.
איך היא נעמי?
So comes Joe and asks, what about Gidon Kesef?
That's what I had before. The reduction of the money.
Now answer that question, Mr. Joe.
I should answer
Yes.
that question?
Because you're the one who gave the Svara.
Challenge. Come through.
If they have money to buy themselves, they
Oh,
have money
got
to
it? So they don't need Hanakah, the one who redeems themselves. Got it? Okay, we'll stop here for today. Everybody have a beautiful day.
Folks, you never got it tonight, but